doesn't love twirling their fork in a big old bowl of spaghetti and meatballs? Am I right? This is just pure comfort. It is the ultimate Italian indulgence, but Laila Ali has a recipe for guilt-free spaghetti and meatballs with 2 healthy surprise ingredients. Laila, I'm so excited to try this recipe, by the way. How did you come up with this combination? What's the genesis of this delicious thing?
First of all, do you like my shirt? Because it's
love
very
your
Italian.
I love your shirt. And your top bun, like the whole thing.
I tried it on, they wouldn't let me wear it. I thought I could have done it.
I heard about that. Stop trying to put on my clothes, Dr. Oz. Okay, so I'm always trying to find ways to make meals healthier.
Yes.
Just in general, my kids are very picky, but they love spaghetti and meatballs, right?
How old are your kids again?
8 and 10.
8 and 10.
But
So they're right at that age where they're like,
look
no.
at they are cute.
Oh, I'm sorry. Look at this family.
Oh, that's when they're a little younger. Oh yeah, they give me a hard time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they make you feel really bad sometimes.
Mine let me stuff stuff in their mouth sometimes.
Oh really?
Still, so you know.
I can't do that.
No,
So yeah.
I want one of your boxing moves. I gotta hold my picky ears down.
I'm gonna show you some tips. I'm gonna give you some tips.
Give me this, and then I gotta get a move too.
So yeah, I'm always trying to find ways, you know, so I love to put as many vegetables as I can. We're gonna be using my sauce, which is a secret red sauce. The recipe's in my cookbook, Food for Life, but I blend down vegetables in the sauce.
Okay.
And, you know, so I'm also gonna sneak some things into the meat.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we're gonna have a whole
everywhere.
lot of flavor. So all the foods that you love, but just kind of upgrading the nutrition on them.
By the way, I taste no secret ingredient in that. That is epically
See?
delicious.
Yes. See, mom
Wow.
and
That's
kid approved. I like that.
So dish on it, how do you actually make it?
So let me show you how to make it. So we're gonna use 2 different types of meat. We have beef and we have turkey here, high quality meat. We have some pepper. Go ahead and put that in. We have some onion powder.
Okay.
So we have some Italian seasoning. And I'm gonna be generous with the salt. Not afraid of that. We gotta have some flavor in there. And if your kids are as picky as mine, you may want to skip the parsley, okay? Because
They don't like parsley?
No.
Green.
Anything green?
Anything green, yes. Your kids.
Oh no, my daughter, she was like, I'm gonna be a vegetarian. I'm like, but you don't eat vegetables.
Right, how's that gonna
Potato
work?
chips.
It lasted a month. And then she went back to eating meat.
Okay,
And
well.
now she's 13, she's on broccoli, finally,
Okay.
salad.
Solid. You've
Yeah.
moved on.
We've moved on.
So there are also 2 more secret ingredients that I think are kind of surprising for this dish that we're gonna add in.
Okay.
So if I may, one of them is flax seeds, which you know I all love. Flax seeds are fantastic, got omega-3s, got fiber in them, but the other one you've probably never thought of, it's dulce. And look at this. Oh, just pour it in there like that. You know what dulce is? Dulce is seaweed, but it's got a little bit of a bacon flavor to it. So Laila's very smart about it. It's like you're putting pancetta in your sauce. It's really smart, but it's seaweed.
Wow.
No downside. Does it work?
It's delicious. I'm not going to tell you there's a bacon flavor to it, but
Oh, come on. You're such a harsh
But it is.
critic.
It's like that
smoky.
toasty umami seaweed smoky
Yes,
flavor.
yeah. And it's one of those ingredients that you wouldn't use often if you don't think about it. So I use it like a seasoning oftentimes. So,
look at that.
okay, bam. Thank
he
you.
wants
Thank you so
dulce
much.
on
Put
you.
more in there.
Dulce.
So we're pretty much gonna scoop these out,
Yep.
right? And then you end up with these meatballs.
So you don't have to cook it before, just drop it
No,
in
we're
the
gonna put it
in the
right on
sauce.
into the sauce that has already been prepared, and then we're gonna cook this for about 25.
She's looking like that's an Italian violation.
I'm sorry. You know what?
You know what? In Italy, it's not. I could care less. It's delicious. But in Italy, they don't even do spaghetti with meatballs.
Really?
Meatball
They're
on its
missing
own,
out.
spaghetti on its own,
Yeah, the balls are always balls on the side,
as
Well,
they should be.
and they've done in the frying pan.
So that is too much. So we're pretty much gonna toss this around and cover the meatballs in sauce, and then we're gonna let this cook for about 25-30 minutes on medium-low heat.
This is really interesting, and you mentioned a lot of people will fry their meatballs in a
You want
frying
that
pan.
sear.
You want
There's-
that sear, which is crisp, but it does take longer. You do add a little more fat. The nice thing about this, and
Yes.
I bake mine a lot of the time because then I can make a batch of 40 or 50 of these, throw them in the freezer, and you have fast family meals ready to go. But what I love about this is, A, you spare yourself one step of cleanup, but it also makes them really tender and
Yes.
juicy because
It
they
will.
soak up that sauce.
It will. It's gonna break down. And I cook them so many different ways depending on what I'm doing. But again, a busy mom.
Yes.
This was the idea that I had with this. Make it easy, one pot dish.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this is how.
That is gorgeous.
This is how it turns out. And I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up.
I just saw my own bowl over here, so I went on and
so
Yeah,
left
go
out
ahead.
here.
Go ahead and
You know
taste
what
that,
else
girl.
I appreciate about this? You're not a sadist. Like, there's still cheese on this dish. There's
Oh,
still,
yeah.
you know, you put a little beef in here. I do that too. I like to do like half turkey, half beef, or half turkey, half pork. You get the sensation of that indulgent meat, but you cut it with half of the lean meat. And then what's the pasta you chose here?
We today have, I think we're using a quinoa pasta. Yeah, so I
Is
like
it
to
really?
Yeah. I use all
I gotta try it.
Yeah, I'll use brown rice pasta. I'll use chickpea pasta, quinoa pasta.
Kids can't tell the
There's
difference?
a good texture to it, doesn't it?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
delicious.
Approve?
It's not. Yeah, it's nice. It's not mushy. You know, a lot of those like
No.
gluten-free things are.
You definitely
mushy.
don't want to overcook it because, you know, you'll have a bad experience with it if you
I don't care how picky you
won't
are.
like
You're
it,
gonna
yeah.
love this. These are amazing, Layla.
Put a little red pepper on this. Does it taste good? Everybody like it?
Give it a little
let me
Pass
see.
that,
You
yes.
want some?
Pass the red pepper.
Here you go.
Keep
Here
it
you go.
spicy.
Here you want
I
some red
think
pepper?
we're all spicy.
Bam! There you go.
There you go.
Oh, this is yummy.
Love
I like
this
that.
spice.
You didn't ask for it, but there you go.
Thank you. Debbie, I have to ask you. I know you and Madonna are really good friends, and she has some kids, and you cook for them sometimes. Would you consider making this for them?
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is that she has a chef.
Oh.
So, you know, I don't really need to cook anything, quite frankly. But, you know, sometimes if I'm spending like a weekend at her house, you know, like I want to eat on my own schedule or eat like whatever's in the refrigerator or prepare
But you
something.
feel like, yeah.
So, you know, sometimes the kids will come around and be like, what are you making? You know, because I cook different than her chef. So, you know, I do cook occasionally, but it's a happy accident.
Better than her chef or just different?
No,
Come
her
on.
chef.
Oh, come on, you can say. No one's going to hear it.
Messy.
While she's thinking of that, you can find all today's recipes on DrOz.com.